Because his mama didn't raise him to do that. No, actually, parents can be and are typically the worst enablers of people with narcissistic personality disorder or narcissistic traits or just toxic behaviors overall. And family members also can just be the worst of enablers. Like moms and dads and parents can be the worst flying monkeys and things like that when you're dealing with a narcissist. They'll co-sign whatever the narcissist has done to you. I've had stories before where the significant other has said, hey, your son just beat me up, blacked my eye. And the first thing out of the mom's mouth is, what did you do to him? He wouldn't do that unless you did something to him. And I know a lot of times when you deal with a narcissist and you want some help trying to get them to see what they are doing to you, the first people you reach out to, if are their parents or their friends and things like that. And that doesn't do you any good because they will literally just co-sign whatever the narcissistic person has done to you. My son would never cheat on you. What did you must have cheated on him and tried to make him look bad. Not my baby. Hope this helps. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware, diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, and I use my platform to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy on all sides of the dynamic, and also in the process validate the victims and survivors of this disorder. The point of this series is to just take my TikToks and YouTube shorts and make them longer. They are 60 seconds or less. This one's going to be longer than 60 seconds because we're already at 30 right now. So pretty much the one you just watched was about narcissistic mother. This woman commented on my TikTok. She said, my narcissistic ex-mom tried to convince me that he didn't cheat on me. This, that. Even though she had proof, evidence, everything. But she's like, why would she do that? Because narcissistic parents, the parents of a narcissist or toxic person or borderline person or antisocial person, are typically going to be the worst of enablers. They just 100% are. They just are. That's 100% how it goes. They don't, because they don't see. Sometimes they know. Sometimes they know that sometimes they know that their son or daughter is out there being mega toxic, but they just don't want to admit to it because they would have to admit that a lot of times the parents are the cause of it. They don't want to admit to it. They don't want to have to deal with it, and they don't want to have to go through it and things like that. So a lot of times their parents tend to be the cause of it, and they don't want, they will have to admit that they were not perfect parents. Nobody's going to be a perfect parent. That's literally an impossibility to have it to be a perfect parent. It just is. Point blank period. In the story. So the situation arises now, when you had this situation right here, your son cheated on me and I gotta leave him. My baby would not ever cheat on you. You must have did something to him. You must have caused this. You must not been giving him what he needed. If he did cheat on you, if he did cheat, it's something you did to him. But my son, I didn't raise him to be like that. It's 100% point blank period. Like I said in that video right there, I've actually had Zoom calls where people said in front of them, they were at a gathering at the mom's house. The son hit his wife in the face, and the mom was like, "What did you do to him? Why is he doing that to you? What did you do to him?" And then called the police on the daughter-in-law. Call the police on the daughter-in-law. Parents, friends, and family are going to be the worst of toxic enablers, the worst of flying monkeys. The worst of the worst. So a lot of times, if you're dealing with a narcissist or toxic person, the last person you should go to for assistance should be their mother or their father or their brothers. So sometimes the brothers and sisters are decent, but their family is probably going to be on their side, point blank period. Because if y'all break up, you think the family's going to disown them and come to you? Somebody left a comment on there. It's look at Brian Landry's family. Landry, whatever the dude's name is, the one that allegedly did something to Gabby Petito. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Gabby. Look at Brian Landry's parents. Everybody thinks he's a narcissist or a sociopath now. He's on the run, or he's unalived himself, or he's somewhere. His parents act like he would never hurt a fly. My baby is good. They out there in the garden. They out there living their lives, not worried about Brian. Probably helped him. Yeah, allegedly, they could have helped him hide. Could have helped him run away and things like that. But you see how they hit him, gave him a head start or whatever they did to him. You know what I mean? Allegedly, they did this stuff. They helped him do all of this stuff to get away. He come back from the road trip without Gabby, And all of a sudden, they are asking no questions. They probably know. They honestly probably know. But they don't have to tell anybody. You know what I mean? They literally can keep it to themselves and not tell anybody and protect him, because guess what? If he gets caught, that's going to ruin their image. If he confesses, they're going to ruin their image. They know who he is. They know exactly what he done did. Parents know. They know. They're not going to be out here like, oh, wow, I am shocked that he did that. My baby would never do anything like that. I cannot believe you are accusing my son, Brian Landry, whatever name, Laundry? Whatever dude's name is. They're accusing him. But this is a prime example in real life that you can actually see right now. You know what I mean? That you can actually see right now. So, I agree in that. But like I said, they don't owe you any type of loyalty. So imagine Gabby Petito's parents have been writing him letters, going to the news, begging and pleading, ask where he at. They like, we're sorry for your loss. We're sorry for your loss. We don't know where Brian at. Brian is Brian. Brian has never actually existed. Brian is like a state of mind and things like that. So again, that's a prime example in real life of what you can actually see. Like, you can actually see that. You know what I mean? 100%. Yeah. So, if you go to, if you're dating a narcissistic person or married to a narcissistic person and you're not cool, they don't like you to be cool with their family. Typically they will try to isolate you away from their family and like start smear campaigns against you with their family. Like preemptive smear campaigns. I think a lot of people think the smear campaign starts at the end of a relationship. No, the smear campaign starts while you're still actively in the relationship. Like, you're still actively in the relationship dealing with things like that, and then all of a sudden they start spreading rumors to their friends and families to let them know, to like keep them ahead of things. It's like she crazy. Yeah, she can't get on my nerves. She do this, she do that. Like, I'm not happy with her. Blah blah blah. This, and they don't want you around the family, so you're not even close to the family. I've seen so many stories and heard so many stories where like I barely knew his family. We were together 10 years. I barely knew his family. He would let me come around his family. She would not bring me to her. She would not let me meet her parents. She would not let me meet her friends. They like to keep you isolated away from people, so you have nobody to turn to. Especially like their parents, they don't want you to tell their parents that type of stuff. So isolation from a narcissist works. It 100% does. Like I said, if you're dealing with a narcissist, people literally, like I said, their family will turn on you. Just point blank period. They just will. They're not going to be like, I know there's always exceptions to the rule. Of course, I know people are like, well, my narcissistic sister helped me get out. My narcissist brother helped me get out. My narcissistic, the parents, his dad warned me. Her mom tried to warn me about her, and I didn't listen because the cheeks were too good. I had to slip it in there. Had to slip the cheeks in there. You know what I mean? But you see, people think, like I say, that's why warning people that are in love really rarely ever works. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. I got to hop off here for a one-on-one. I really, truly appreciate the love and support. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Healness is out. Peace.